All right. Good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, serving as your presiding judge on this morning. I am ready to call my 8:35 a.m. docket. Good to see everybody. Let's start with the attorneys. Please place your appearance on the record for me.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, and good morning again. I hope you can hear me, Judge.
I can. Thank you, Mr. Reed, and your motion is granted. All right, Mr. Fikens.
Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I would make a similar motion.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fikens. Good morning to you, and your motion is granted. Let's go to case managers. Ms. Cleveland, make sure you look at your messages. Please place your appearance on the record.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Your Honor, and everyone. Toshi Cleveland, case manager for Specialty Court. Good to see everybody.
All right, good morning, good morning. And then Ms. Harris, you're up next.
Good morning, everybody. Angel Harris, Specialty Court Case Manager.
Thank you, and good morning to you, Ms. Harris. All right, are there any preliminary matters from the attorneys first that I need to address?
No, Judge.
Not at this time, Your Honor. Not at
All
this time.
right. It has been brought to my attention that Mark Davis is in the courtroom. And so I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that. If he needs to go in, please just let Ms. Wilson know if he needs to go in a breakout room, and she will do that. Okay, you all set up the conference room and she'll get you all into a breakout room. Let Ms. Wilson know. Good morning to you, Ms. Wilson.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, and then good morning in the courtroom, Ms. Mack and Officer Lott.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Ms. Wilson, do you have our video keyed up and ready to go? And ask everybody, please make sure your device stays on mute until your case is called. I'm sorry, Ms. Wilson, I should have given you heads up.
Yes, it's ready. I just need to be co-host.
Oh, I haven't made you co-host. My apologies. Give me a second. Let me find you. All right, give me 1 second. We're going to give a couple of seconds for a few other people to sign in to come into the courtroom. If you are coming into the courtroom, please turn on your camera so everybody can get credit for the video on today. Ms. Harris, I don't believe that you are eligible for a Zoom hearing today. So who has Ms. Harris's case?
I believe that's a middle. I'm sorry. I believe that belongs to the other specialty court, Your Honor.
It does. Thank you.
I apologize.
And so, no, you're good. Ms. Mack, if you could call our other specialty court, I believe it's Mr. Green. Call Mr. Green, let him know that Ms. Harris is on. She needs to come into the courthouse. I don't believe she's eligible for a Zoom hearing, but reach out to Mr. Green. Ms. Harris, just stay put for a second. We'll find out from Mr. Green. You should already know, but I don't think you're eligible today for a Zoom hearing. I need you to come in person. All right, so I'm giving just a few more minutes. All right, so Alice J won't be with us today, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. She just sent a message and apologizes.
Okay, no problem at all, not at all. All right, please turn on your camera if you are in the courtroom so that you can get credit for the movie, the quick video that you're going to watch and give some feedback on. So if you're in the courtroom, please turn on your camera. If I don't see you, I won't be able to give you your credit, okay? All right, Miss, I think that's everybody. Oh, Ms. Krasinski, you almost missed out. Good morning. All right, and Ms. Krasinski, I don't know if you have your audio working. I don't see that it is, so you may want to try to fix that. All right. So I have written down the names of the folks that are in the courtroom. Ms. Wilson, I'm going to put on a waiting room and you may start the video. Please pay attention because you're going to be asked to give some feedback and some reflections on the video.
My son, Ryan Matthew Garcia, was poisoned by fentanyl. He was so amazing. He was the sweetest kid ever. You know, when he was little, we had, we used to tell each other, I love you more. I love you to the stars. I love you, you know, to the moon. And one day he said, Mom, I love you in a circle. I said, a circle? He said, a circle never ends.
After his passing, you know, you go through all your pictures. And I started seeing, since he was younger, him wearing crowns. Like he would pick up a Burger King crown, or we'll be at a quinceañera, and you know how they have the photo shoots, and he would always pick the crown up. And you know, it was always a crown. Anywhere that he would see a crown, he would put it on, and he'd be like, I'm King Ryan.
It was a joke, Tyrone. He made that name for himself. He said I was his black uncle, so he had a black name. He was just a man of many characters, so that was a joke for him. He was a jokester.
He was very fun to be around, like all the time. He knew how to make me laugh, and he knew how to even like make me mad, because he would come in my room and leave, but leave the door open and leave the light on. And everybody knew that like I hated that, but he would always do it.
He was funny. He just lit up the room every time he walked in. Everyone, Billy's here, Billy's here, Billy, Billy. You know, we were always just so happy to see him.
I told my girl I saw him from a different light because I came in his life later, so I saw the young man, not the kid. He was strong, you know. He would come to me, and because I coach youth sports, and he said he wanted to play football. And the one thing I always remember, I said, well, hey, you know, you're going to be a freshman this year. Go play football. But me playing sports now would be the hardest thing to do, to go off, walk on the field for the first time without a parent taking you, without a parent dropping you off, and have the courage to go do it knowing you may fail horribly. But he did. He went and joined the team, and he got to practice on time. He had some woes. He had an uphill battle, but he did it.
Had everything going for him. He would always talk about his job. When he would come over, my son would just follow him around. You know, just looked up to him. He was excited to graduate. He's just full of life and had so much more life to give and so much more love to share with everybody. I was in bed and it was at 2:30 in the morning, and I've never done this ever. I woke up my man and I told him, babe, it's like something's going on. Can I get a prayer? At 2:30 in the morning.
It being 2 in the morning is a quick prayer, you know. A couple words thrown together and we lay back down. And she's like, no. I need something to cover the kids. And so I said something about our kids, you know. I wasn't thinking about anything else.
He gave me a prayer for protection of our kids, and I went right back to sleep. And about 30 minutes later, at 3 o'clock in the morning, they were waking me up, and they told me that Billy had passed.
My older brother called me around 2:30 in the morning, and he couldn't speak. Like, I just answered, I was like, hello, and like he was just crying and crying. And I was like, Bubba, like, talk to me, what's going on? And his girlfriend had to take the phone from him, and she was like, baby Billy is not breathing. And it just shattered my heart.
He took a Percocet that he didn't know had fentanyl in it. And February 11th, I got a call that he wasn't breathing. And all I remember is from that screaming. If they let me hug him, he'll come back to life. I don't really remember getting there to him. I don't really remember. I just remember screaming.
The morning of his passing, he was supposed to get his braces off. And that same day, he was supposed to also had an appointment to get his driver's license. So that big day was a very big day for him. And so he had a lot going for him. He did graduate. He did have his credits and all those things, and his sister was able to walk the stage for him, which we were that's a whole nother emotion and feeling, but we were proud of her for doing it. She's young, and you know, she stepped up and had to fill some big shoes for her brother that day. And that was really, really hard for us as a family. You know, I think while we were there, we were kind of wanting to second guess if we should have went, because, you know, you see everyone in these chairs, and, you know, you have his picture in his chair with his robe wrapped around him.
Life is a legacy, and I think he fulfilled it. You know, he was somebody that had a job. He's somebody that helped raise his sister. He's somebody that cared for his mother. You know, he's somebody that, you know, spoke on faith to his cousins. You know, he did a lot of things that grown men don't do. And so I think he lived a legacy, you know, maybe not 30 years, 80 years, but in a short time, he had a legacy.
If you know something, definitely say something, because I knew that he had taken Percocets like 2 weeks before he passed, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want him to like be mad at me, and I didn't want him to hate me or like just anything. So I just kept it to myself. I didn't want to say anything, but all it takes is one pill, and I should have said something.
It's the hardest thing to live without my son.
I've learned this is one of the hardest things that our family has had to do. I've learned that I absolutely hate the word overdose, because he didn't overdose. He didn't take something that he wanted. He was poisoned.
All right, thank you, Ms. Wilson. Thank you for everyone for your attention. We're gonna go through. I want to find out what were the takeaways from the video. Takeaways from the video. I'm gonna start at the top of the screen. Mr. Smith, you got bumped out and then you came back?
Yeah, I couldn't hear.
You couldn't hear it?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I got the I tried to turn my AirPods on and it shut everything off. So I had to
All
get back off and get back on.
Well, you'll get to see it another time, okay?
Okay. I
All
just
right.
didn't want to. Okay.
No, you're in good shape. Mr. Shaw, what did you get out of the video?
I got what he said, that life is a legacy and that he lived up to his legacy. And it just kind of reminded me of what I want to do. You know, I want to live a good life.
You want to live a good life, right?
Do the right thing.
Yeah, what do you want your parents or your loved ones to think about you when they leave? What do you want that to be like?
I want it to be I want him to be happy and I want him to feel secure that I'm gonna do the right thing.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Mr. Gritzinger, what'd you get out of the clip?
That you never really know what you're taking. You're basically putting your life in the hands of people that just see you as a payday. So you really got to be careful.
Okay, explain what you mean by that from the clip. I'm a little lost.
Because it's not like he was going out looking for heroin or fentanyl. He bought a Percocet and ended up overdosing on fentanyl. So, somebody did that just so that they could essentially make extra money off a pill because people thought they were super good, or whatever the end game of that was. So
that's a good point. Good point. He thought he was getting one thing, he got something else. So what does that say about buying drugs from people? You don't know what you're getting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you might just be wanting to get high and you end up being dead. Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you, Mr. Gritzinger. Let me go to Ms. Krasinski. What did you get out of the video, the clip?
Not take stuff you don't know where it comes from. It's not worth the risk. Your life's always worth more.
Life is always worth more, right? And do you really know where drugs come from when you're buying them from people?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't care whether it's weed, whatever it is. You have no idea what they've done to that stuff, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And what if it just does not agree with you? Life's not worth it, right? It's too big of a risk. Would you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right, thank you, Ms. Krasinski. Let's go to, well, I thought that Ms. Kennedy was on. I don't see her anymore. Okay, Ms. Kennedy, what did you get out of the video?
I got to be careful what you're doing because like they said, the next day was his big day. He was graduating and he was supposed to get his license.
Yeah, and he's getting his braces off. That's a big day. For those who've never had braces, removing braces is a big day. My big day coming in May. And so listen, and I'm gonna be, I see you clapping for me. Yes, sir. And I will be there with bells and whistles on to get these suckers out of my mouth. So listen, that's a big thing. And he wasn't there to celebrate it. Not because he was looking to, he was looking for fentanyl, he was looking for something and thought, I'm gonna kill myself today. But again, buying drugs and not knowing what's in it. Thank you, Ms. Kennedy. Ms. Harris, you are on. What do you have?
I took it as you always tell us, be mindful of what we input into our bodies. Everything is not a thing, and to be more careful in the things and decisions you make in life.
All right, very good, very good. Thank you for sharing that. All right, I wanted to share that clip before it's over. Everybody's going to see it. But I wanted to share that clip. I want you all to be mindful of what's going on in our city, in our metro Detroit areas. There was recently a bust of an individual who was selling fentanyl, but he was marketing the pills as oxycodone. And so people thought they were buying pills from him. That was one thing, and he's really selling fentanyl. And we know that people are dying in this country, in this state, in this city from fentanyl every single day. That's why the federal government has just dumped millions, billions of dollars into efforts to try to help people, to stop those that are selling it, to help people that are addicted to it, so that we stop losing so many lives. So I want you all to just give some thought to that. The one thing I didn't hear anybody mention is that if you heard in the video that his cousin, it sounds like it was his cousin, knew that he had taken a Percocet the week before, and she didn't say anything. She didn't tell anybody. She didn't reach out for help for her cousin. Imagine the burden that she now has to carry, that maybe, just maybe, if I had said something, he could still be here today. Maybe they could have gotten some help. They could have found out what's hurting you that you're trying to self-medicate. And so just some thoughts about that. When you know of other people that are using, try to help them. Try to help. Try to, connect them to resources, because you may be their only lifeline. So I just wanted to throw that out as something to think about. And so with that, I am ready to start the docket. Ms. Wilson, I'm going to take off the waiting room. And so we can let everybody who's in the waiting room join us. And if there are no preliminary matters on this morning, I would like to start with the promotion. Is Mr. Mark Davis with us? You said he's in the courtroom. He's in the box and he's being promoted today? Uh-oh, I can't hear you.
He shouldn't be in the box, Your Honor. He is being promoted. He just comes in. Mr. Davis just comes in person because Zoom is not his friend.
All right.
So I commend him for making it here on time in this weather today, when technically he was eligible for a Zoom hearing. He just prefers to come in, Your Honor.
Got it. Wonderful. You scared me. He's here, not in the box. Good morning, Mr. Davis.
How you doing?
I am doing well. How are you?
I was sitting there so I could see the video.
Oh, okay, Mr. Davis, what did you get out of the video?
Oh, I recently had an experience with my daughter, my stepdaughter, and she died over something like that. She had took some pills like that, some choice, and she fell to hit her head, and she passed away like 2 years before my wife did. She was only 47 years old, so I know about that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so you know firsthand.
Oh, I know firsthand. I raised her since she was like 2 years old. And she was off and on and stuff. We tried to stop her and everything, but she got hold to them pills and took it and went down there on the corner and fell, hit her head, and it was over.
Wow.
Yeah, when I seen the video, it brought tears to my eyes, thinking about my stepdaughter.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing your story.
Yes, I know it firsthand.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Davis, for sharing your story. The more we get the word out, the more we can just let people know that, listen, there's help out there. You don't have to die in these streets with these drugs. So thank you for sharing that. Well, look, Mr. Davis, the recommendation today is that you be promoted to phase 2. Is that correct? Phase 2?
Phase 3, Your Honor.
Phase 3. All right, very good. And so let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 220-586-7101. Mr. Davis, state your full name for me.
Mark Wilfred Davis.
All right, very good. You ready to be promoted, Mr. Davis?
Oh, yes.
All right, awesome. Tell me why you think you're ready to be promoted.
Because what I went through, I'm learning a lot of things, and it's a new experience, and it's changed. It changed my life. I'm doing a lot of positive things now. I'm thinking more straight, so I'm sober all the time, which that's a good thing, and I just love it.
All right, awesome.
It's a good wake-up call for me, because it's been years.
All right, wonderful. Well, listen, you have obviously completed all of the conditions in phase 2. And so the recommendation was made to promote you to phase 3, and we are excited about that. Ms. Harris, I am going to have you make the record as to why you have recommended him for promotion to phase 3. You may proceed.
Hi, Your Honor. So yes, Mr. Davis has been, with us now for 5 months. He has been very consistent with all of his conditions. He has been motivated. He's always asking me what is there left to do? What does he got to do next? And he's never, everything I tell him, he's like, okay, well, when, where do I have to go for that? And when do I need to do it? And he's been he's got a perfect track record so far, Your Honor. I really have been impressed with how well he's done. As he mentioned earlier, he had lost his wife shortly before coming in. And he has never once done anything but used that in a way to motivate him to keep doing well. And he's never reported any negatives to this program, only how well he's been feeling, how much he's doing better in life, his relationships are better, and his work is better. And I just think that he is ready to move forward, and he's ready for the challenges of phase 3, because he understands that with coming into phase 3, there are some new challenges as well as, some benefits as he progresses.
All right, awesome, awesome. Mr. Davis, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, not really. I just want to keep it going and keep myself focused like I've been doing. And I thank the Lord every day for that.
Yes, sir. All right, very good.
And I thank you all too.
Well, we are so grateful that you accepted the help that's available here. We appreciate that. And so anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Davis?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Davis, on your promotion. You're working the program. Thank you for coming in the building today. I know it's bad weather, but always good to see you. Keep up the good work, sir. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a great job. Have a good attitude. Be safe, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
All right, very good. Mr. Fikens?
Thank you, Judge. I muted myself. I apologize. Mr. Davis, a great job. You're just consistent in what you've been doing, and keep up the great work, sir. We are proud of you.
Thank you.
All right. If nothing else, Ms. Harris, what would be his next contact date?
So the next date I would have for Mr. Davis is I would schedule him for face-to-face with me on Friday, March the 24th.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Davis? And we'll put it on the docket for 10:35 a.m.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Before you leave, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Davis on his promotion to phase 3. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yes, sir. Do your dance. You in good shape. Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Davis. Yes, you are. And we are very, very proud of you. Make sure that you're safe going back home on today, and know that we're here if you need us, okay?
Okay, thank you very much. And I really appreciate y'all very much. Y'all
We
just don't know,
appreciate
it changed me.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We appreciate you too. All right, take care. All right, I wanted to go to the Cleveland. I think you said that Mr. Purifoy was on with Rodney Johnson, but they're not connected to audio. So they may need to hang up and come back in, and then I'll be ready to do their things, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, is Mr. Davis on this morning?
I see his name, but I'm not sure if he, I try to bring to his attention. I don't know if he heard the video or not, because he didn't turn his camera on.
No,
but-
he didn't have his camera on, so he's not getting credit for the video. He'll have to watch it another day. All right, there he is. Good morning, Mr. Davis.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm great. I'm pretty good.
Great. All right, very good, very good. Good to see you. Let's do it. I have Mr. Davis. I have case number 200-454-9001. State your full name for me.
Alfonso Davis.
All right, Mr. Davis, how are you doing?
I'm great.
I'm sorry?
I'm great.
You're great. Tell me what's great. And you're smiling. Tell me what's great.
Well, I'm up.
You following all the rules where you are?
Well, yes, yeah, I'm doing that.
All right, that's great.
making it, you know.
All right, you're attending all of your sessions?
Yeah, all of them.
All right, that's great. All right, very good. And are you having any issues?
No, I'm not. I've been trying to get into a job training programs. I'm having issues with that, but I'm gonna keep working it, keep fighting it. So,
All right, is there anything you need us to do to help you to get into that job training program? Who's helping you?
well, I just got a call yesterday about an opportunity for job training, and I'm looking into that. I think it was Miss Cleveland who called.
All
So-
right, very good. Thank you, Miss Cleveland. Let's make sure we connect him and help him with getting job training, right? Because we want you working and so that you're able to take care of yourself, right?
Yeah. Right.
All right, that is awesome. That's awesome. All right, anything else? So you got a lot of great things that are going on. Anything else you want to share with the court?
I don't really have anything.
No, you don't? It's good to see
No.
you smile. You know, you never usually smile. It's good to see you smile today. You're happy about something, right?
Yeah, I think so. Well, no, I don't know.
That's okay. It's okay, Mr. Davis. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Well, it's good to see you. It was reported that you are in compliance. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You're not causing any trouble where you are, and we're happy about that. It looks like they're treating you well and you're treating them well. And so I want to just encourage you to keep up the great work that you're doing, okay?
All right.
All right, Ms. Cleveland, anything to add?
Your Honor, no, actually, he is compliant with all the court's orders, and I did speak with him at length yesterday about that opportunity that's being presented as a referral from the court. So I'm hopeful that that will work out, but I do need to talk to them over there at the venue he's at, so to make sure that it aligns with some of that other process that he has to do.
All right, awesome, awesome. All right, anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Alfonso Davis?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Mr. Davis. You sound good, you look good. Keep up the good work. We know it's not easy. You're doing a great job. And be safe, sir. Have a good day.
You do same. You do same.
Uh-oh, Mr. Fikes, if you're speaking, we can't hear you.
I keep doing that. I'm sorry, Judge.
That's okay.
Mr. Davis, you are doing a great job. We are very proud of you. It's good to see you with your great attitude. Keep up the great work, sir. Thank you, Judge.
All right, awesome. Mr., do you have any questions for us? Mr. Davis, you.
I don't.
All right,
I don't.
very good. All right, Miss Cleveland, what's next for Mr. Davis? He
Your
is
Honor.
in phase 2. What's next for him?
Yes, Your Honor. He would be having a face-to-face on March 17th, 2023 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Davis?
Yes, I got it.
Wonderful. All right, it's very good to see you.
Thank you. Same here.
May I
All
ask
right.
a question, Your Honor?
Yes.
And Mr. Davis, are you anywhere near Mr. Roddy Johnson and Mr. Purifoy? Because maybe he can walk his capabilities around so they can share, because they're having trouble where they are.
Yeah.
Could you do that, Mr.
I'm not-
Davis?
I haven't seen him all day.
Oh, okay. I just wondered if you were in a close by area to Mr. Johnson and
He's on the
Mr.
other side of the building.
okay.
All right. Okay, well, they'll have to figure it out. All right. Thank you,
Thank you.
Mr. David. Take care.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. I am ready to go to Ms. Krasinski. And before I do that, Ms. Harris, you need to call your case manager, okay? Call your case manager. We have some issues I will go in a breakout room with you and your case manager and one of the attorneys, but you're not eligible for a Zoom hearing, okay? All right, let's go to Miss Gritzing, Miss Chris. I told y'all not to put Mr. Gritzinger and Miss Krasinski on at the same time, because I'm gonna butcher their names. All right, Miss Krasinski, that is who we are focusing on right now. I have for you case number SP 105-55631, case number U 597-16121. State your full name for me.
Elizabeth Ann Krasinski.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, Miss Krasinski. I'm gonna get it right. I promise you I will. All right, how are you doing overall?
Very good.
Okay, tell me what that means to you. What's very good?
I've been talking to the therapist at on site, and she seems to think that I qualify for visits with my kids.
Okay, very good. And so are they going to help facilitate that?
I'm not sure yet. I still have to, there's still a couple more things that she wants to talk about before we go there, but it's a very good possibility.
Are you excited about that, Ms. Krasinski?
Yes, very nervous.
You're nervous. All right. Are you going to talk to your counselor about this nervousness that you have?
Yes, she knows.
Okay, wonderful. Very good. I'm excited to hear that you may have the opportunity to visit with your children. And so I look forward to hearing how that goes. Okay.
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. What else is going on with you?
I'm looking for a better job than the one I had. I actually have a job interview today for a really decent job, pays $18.50 an hour. So,
All right. Very good. It's today. I hope that you get that job. You
me
ready?
too.
Oh, good. All right. Make sure you keep us posted on that as well. Okay. How it
Mhm.
goes. And I hope that it goes really, really well for you. Have you been having any difficulty working your program?
No, not at all.
Not at all. All right. What's been the easiest part then?
Staying sober.
Okay. That's been easy.
At this point, yes, because I know if I do where it's going to lead me and all the stuff that I lose. I have too much to lose at this point and too much going for myself to turn back now.
Too much to lose. I love it. Too much to lose. All right. You make sure you keep that in focus. Okay. You have a
Yes,
lot
ma'am.
of good things going for you, a lot of good things happening for you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to continue on that path. All right. What do you need us to help you with, if anything?
There's really nothing that I can think of at the moment.
All right. Miss Cleveland, is there anything you need to add as to Miss Krasinski?
No, Your Honor, she's making very good progress. I am connected to all of the individuals that I need to speak with about Ms. Krasinski, and we are working our process for her. So yes, she's
All
doing
right.
great.
Awesome. Anything from any of the other team members?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Ms. Krasinski. Keep up the good work. You're doing a great job, and good luck with the future job. Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
And as I was hearing you, Ms. Krasinski, see that you have a job prospects, seeing your kids, all the great things that are coming around for you, and that's because of the hard work you put in. So keep that up, and we're proud of you. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right. Awesome. Do you have any questions for the team today?
No, ma'am.
All right. Miss Cleveland, the return to court date, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Her next court date as a Phase 1 participant would be on March 17th, 2023 at 8:45 a.m. via Zoom.
All right. Did you get that, Miss
Yes,
Krasinski?
yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. Have a wonderful weekend. Know that we're here for you. And I really hope that you get that better job.
Me too. Thank
All
you.
right. All right. Take care. Take
Yeah,
care.
thank you. Bye.
All right. Did Mr. Purifoy ever get sound? I still don't see them with sound. So Ms. Cleveland, you may need to reach out to them. I am now going to move to my 8:45 docket. I had Mr. Purefoy, and then I also have Mr. Nunn for 8:35. Is Mr. Nunn with us? No? All right, let's keep going. I am going,
Judge, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Thought we saw him this week, earlier this week.
I thought so. Ms. Mack, check to see if Mr. Nunn should be on my docket for today, okay?
Yes, ma'am, sure will.
All right, awesome. I am now going to go to Daniel Shaw. Mr. Shaw, I know that you've got to get to work, so let's do it. I have case number SP 111-50151. Mr. Shaw, state your full name.
Daniel Shaw, Your Honor.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Shaw. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, you're smiling early in the morning. I know it's a whole lot of snow out there. I got to beat the snow last night, y'all. I made it where I was supposed to be for this class before the snow started. So listen, how are you doing with working your program, Mr. Shaw?
I'm doing really good. Yeah, I'm doing really good. I have a good support group at my meetings, and I'm getting to know my therapist, Sarah Getskow, a little better. I had a session with her yesterday, and she mentioned something to me that, you know, that I kind of didn't realize, but you know, I think that it, from what we talked about, our next sessions and group, I look forward to it. You know, to a positive result, a solution. You know, tools that'll help me to stay clean.
Yes, very good. Very good. I'm so glad that you are. It looks like you're actively participating with Ms. Getsko. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. And do you find that the sessions you have with her, that they're helpful?
Well, I kind of like, not at first, you know, because I didn't really know her, you know, but yesterday's session was a kind of a big breakthrough. Yeah, I was almost crying when I was talking to her, but we talked about a lot of things, and I find a good positive that everything will be positive from here on out. The groups have been really great. Everybody's been really supportive in the groups. But as far as me and Sarah, I feel positive about the way things are going now.
All right, awesome. Very good. It's good to see you on track, Mr. Shaw. Yes, you're doing very well.
It feels good. It really does.
Yeah, I can tell when you come on and you're smiling. Listen, it feels good. And you are very proud of yourself, aren't you?
I am, yeah. I gotta stay focused, but I am. It feels good, and everybody around me knows. You know, it's nothing that I can hide. You know, it's people know. You know, they know what's going on around me. You know, they know just by looking at me. My coworkers, my boss at work. You know, people like. And I realized that I'm not a bad person because I would beat myself up sometimes, you know. Thinking,
You do. And you are not a bad person. Did you hear that?
Yes, ma'am.
You are not one day have you been a bad person since I've known you. And so I want you to make sure you hear that, okay?
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And listen, I didn't realize you were on my docket this morning. I was talking with a very close friend and on this morning, and words of wisdom that he shared. He said, you know, a lot of people are chasing paper, but they really need to be chasing purpose. What's my purpose? And I remember saying, Mr. Shaw said to me a while back, he was trying to find purpose. I thought about you. And I remember you talked to me about that you are really trying to find purpose. And so when he said that to me this morning, I thought, I wonder if other people see it that way. Instead of trying to make the most money, find purpose. Because when you find purpose, then the money will come. It'll definitely come. Yeah.
I think about that a lot from time to time. You know, like I when I'm sitting by myself, sometimes and you know, sometimes it's when I'm not satisfied with myself, and I say to myself, like, what a life. You know, what a life. I need to do something different. I want to do the right thing. I want to be a productive, law-abiding citizen. I want to help people if I can. But like what he said in that video about a legacy, you know, I just want to be known, and I want to know, prove to myself. I just want to be a good person and do the right thing and make my parents proud, especially.
Yes. And you can do that, Mr. Shaw. You have it in you. You can do that. You can do that. You know, I know a lot of us, we want to do big things and have big impacts. But if you really look throughout history, some of the people that made the biggest impacts in this world, it was because of the little things that they did. The little things, like you said, helping people made a great impact in the world. And so you can do it. And I want to encourage you to do it. Okay.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. All right. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, I just want to say that, you know, I talk about you guys at the meetings and stuff. And, you know, like when I first came to this, you know, probation or specialty court, you know, like I had different thoughts about what it was going to be like, but I explain and tell people that, you know, you guys are very supportive and very caring, and you know, and the officer in your courtroom, his name is Mr. Lott.
Officer Lott, yes, sir.
Well, and I seen him the other day, and like that one day he gave me that sandwich, and like I can just tell, you know, when I see him, I can look in his eyes, and like, you guys care a lot. It's up to us, you know, like we got to do it. You guys aren't here to bust our butts, you know, and boot camp, you know, or, you know, make it hard for us. It's really up to us, and I appreciate all the support that you give us, and I'm really grateful for all you guys there.
Thank you, Mr. Sean. There's Officer Lott. I was hoping you were not busy doing something I wanted you to hear, because it does take the entire team. While he's the officer, and then we have our clerk, Miss Matt, they still, all of us, the whole team, we care about the people that are on this screen that come into that courtroom. And so thank you, Officer Lott. I hope you heard what he said about you.
I did, thank you.
All right. Look, he all shy, trying to act like he's shy. You know what? All right.
I had to make him get in camera, Judge.
I know you did. I know. Yeah. Now, yesterday he was talking about holding me in contempt and putting Miss Mack on the docket for her to be processed. Now he want to act all shy. Let me just let y'all know, he is not all shy. He be getting with me and everything. So, all right. Ms. Cleveland, is there anything you need to add as to Mr. Shaw? He's in compliance. Anything else?
No, Your Honor, he's making very good progress at this time.
Wonderful. Anything from any of our other team members as to Mr. Shaw?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Mr. Shaw. You're a good guy from day one. You've been a good guy. Keep up the good work. We're proud of you, proud of yourself. Sometimes you struggle, but we know you want to succeed, and you are going to succeed. Say, sir. Thank you.
And if I could add, Judge, Mr. Shaw, you're certainly reflective on your own situation and your own condition, and that's great to give a lot of thought. But from the outside, or at least looking back, towards you, I see a man who has made decisions and continue to do those, follow through on those decisions. So keep up the good work, sir.
Thank you.
All right, if nothing else, Miss Cleveland, what's next for Mr. Shaw?
Your Honor, he is in phase 2 of a 3-phase program, so he would be having a face-to-face on March 31st, 2023 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Shaw?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome, very good. So good to see you. Have a great weekend, and we're here if you need us, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that. Have a great weekend.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Right. Mr. Purifoy was on my 8:35. Are you ready, Mr. Purifoy?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Let's do it. I have case number 220-603-3001. State your full name for me.
Eric, I'm a Purifoy.
All right, how are you this morning, Mr. Purifoy?
I'm better, Your Honor. I'm better. Thanks for asking.
All right, you're better. You're better. Tell me what's better.
Actually, I'm physically better. I'm mentally better, and I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying, good about moving forward. I've got a lot of challenges ahead of me, but I'm not afraid of them. I've been equipped with the tools I need. I'm doing a lot of research. I'm making amends with some family members that was causing a little anxiety. So I'm doing good. I'm feeling good about the direction I'm headed in. I'm thankful for the court.
All right, wonderful. You working your program, Mr. Purifoy?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, how are they treating you?
Lakewood Village treat me very well. Very well.
All right, and how are you treating them?
I'm trying my best. I'm getting better every day.
All right, it's a two-way street, right?
It is. It is.
We do to others as we want others to do to us. Yes. So if you want respect, you give it, right?
Yeah, and so far it's been good.
It's been good, very good. What's been the biggest struggle for you so far?
Just trying to stay busy and just keep my mind in the right direction. There's a lot of moving parts before, but being here has gave me opportunity to settle it down a little bit and withdraw myself from things. So I thank you for that. In the beginning, I didn't really understand the transition housing, but I understand it. I understand it now.
Very good. And you're doing very well there, Mr. Purifoy. You don't even look like the person that came into my courtroom, sir. You look like a whole different person. Really, you do. You do. So what you're doing looks good on you, okay?
Thank you.
All right, very good. Do you have any concerns that you need to raise with the court at this time?
No, not pretty much. Everything's been pretty good.
All right, very good. Miss Cleveland, oh, Mr. Shaw, you are free to leave. You are all done. All right, all right. I just noticed he was still on. All right, Miss Cleveland, anything to add as to Mr. Purifoy?
No, Your Honor. He is doing very well. I'm getting very good updates about him, and it was, very nice to hear his perspective on what's going on with him. So keep making that good, positive progress.
Yes. All right, thank you. From any of the other team members?
Thank you, Judge. Congratulations, Mr. Pruitt, for the report. You're a good piece, working the program. Keep up the good work, sir, and be safe. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself. We know it's not easy. Thank you.
Thank you.
If I could add, Judge, Mr. Purifoy, you look great. Just good to see you. Good to see you in such good spirits and good strength. So keep up the great work, sir. You're doing it right.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Purifoy, do you have any questions for the team?
No, Your Honor.
All right, if nothing else, I do want you to keep up the great work that you're doing. It's showing up on your face, so hang in there. And then Miss Cleveland, what's next?
Your Honor, he is a phase 1 participant, so he would be having a Zoom hearing on March 17th, 2023 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Purifoy?
17th, 8:30 a.m. I did.
All right. All right, very good. I want you to have a wonderful weekend. Take good care of yourself, make some good decisions, some good moves. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks. We're available if you need us, okay? Girl,
Okay, thank you.
turn off. All right, Mr. Purefoy, you are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, let's keep going. I am ready on Mr. Gritzinger. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing good.
Very good, very good.
Since my last court date, I've been battling a sinus infection. I got antibiotics and I was feeling better for a little bit, and then they must not have been quite enough. I ended up having to go back to the doctor, and I'm still on antibiotics again, but feeling good.
A pretty lengthy bout with antibiotics.
Yeah, I spent an entire week trying to get a hold of the doctor's office because they were out of power, I guess, is what happened.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that was, yeah.
All right. How are you feeling today?
Good.
Mhm.
Feeling a lot better.
All right. You just look different today. I send a message to Miss Cleveland. Is everything okay with Mr. Gritzinger?
I need a haircut. I think that's what it is. My
I
hair's
wasn't
kind
gonna
of a
call
mess.
you out. I wasn't gonna call you out like that. I wasn't sure what was going on. I chatted her this morning. Is everything okay with Mr. Gritzinger? He just
Yeah.
looks different. So is that what it is?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
All right. Very good. You've been working your program, Mr. Gritzinger.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
All right. Tell me well, let me ask you this. What you've been doing, are you finding it to be beneficial to you, to help you?
Yes. I was never really big on like groups and like therapy and stuff before. Is kind of hard for me to, I guess you could say, like relate and like actually open up with therapists and different people. But between the group that I'm in right now and just the way I feel about wanting to stay sober and actually make things work this time, it's working a lot better. It's helping a lot.
Wonderful. Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, because some people are not open to therapy, but it's good to hear you say that it worked for you.
Yeah. Well, you know, the way I look at it is if we could work through the stuff on our own, we wouldn't be in a situation like this. So
Well, that's a
obviously we
good
need
realization to come to.
yeah, we need some outside help here. So
Yes, if you could do it on your own, you wouldn't be here, right?
mm-hmm.
Yes. And what I'm so grateful for is there are programs available to help people instead of punishing people who can't do it on their own. So thank
Yes.
you for taking advantage of the program.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right. Are you having any challenges, any difficulties that you need us to help you with?
No, nothing I'd call a challenge. I'm definitely ready to get back to work. Any
What's
day
going
now
on
we
with
should.
that?
It's just the season because we work outside, you know, we lay bricks and pour concrete and stuff. So there isn't a whole lot of that goes on when it's cold and snowy. So
Okay.
when I talked to him the last time, he said mid-March. So
All right. Well, I hope
in the
that
next week or so, we should be back to work.
yeah. I hope that this was our last snow for the winter.
Oh,
what I'm
you and me
hoping.
both. I'm not
Yeah.
a winter person.
No, I'm
No.
ready. I like it for Thanksgiving and Christmas. On
Yeah,
January,
it's
1st,
not
I want the sun to
right.
shine.
A couple days is nice, but then it can go away.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. All right,
Yeah.
Mr. Gritzinger, let me find out from Ms. Cleveland. Is there anything additional that you need to add as to Mr. Gritzinger?
No, Your Honor, I did want to mention that I liked his picture that he had up with him and his paw baby having matching outfits. I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know if you saw it or not, but it was so cute to see. But he's
I
doing very
didn't
well.
see it.
You didn't see
Okay.
it? Maybe he'll show
No.
it before he leaves out, but it was really cute. He's doing very well, Your Honor. There he is. You see him?
No, it's not showing up on my screen.
Oh, no.
Well, wait a
Yeah,
minute. I think that there is a thing I have to do.
he wants to see.
I can't see. I don't see it.
You don't see it? There, he's got it up now.
It's just black. My screen is just black and everybody else see it?
Let me see. Hold, keep it up. I'm gonna take a picture of it and send it to the judge.
And send
so
it
she
to
can
me.
see.
There you go. There you go.
I
Thank
thought it was a
you.
little person at first, but then I looked closer. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'll get to see it. I'll get to see it. It's not showing up on my end. It's something I need to do and I can't remember what it is. But okay. All
He's
right.
doing well, though, Your Honor.
He's
And
doing
yes, everything's going well. Nothing to report contrary to that.
well. All right. Awesome. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Gritzinger?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Keep up the good work, sir. Good report. You're working the program. Stay on top of those antibiotics. I know you'll be able to take care of that sinus condition. Hopefully you'll get work soon. No more snow. No more snow.
Yeah.
And Judge, if I could add, Mr. Gritzinger, your despite your haircut, your need for one, you're looking good. And keep up the great work, sir. You have great insight with your thought process. So keep it up. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Wonderful. Any questions, Mr. Gritzinger?
Nope.
All right. If not, wait a minute. Miss Cleveland just sent it to me. I see it. Too cute. Yes.
That's just so cute.
Oh my goodness. That is hilarious. I love it. All right. Miss Cleveland, what's next for Mr. Gritzinger?
Your Honor, he is a phase 3 participant of a 5-phase program, and he would have a face-to-face with me on March 31st, 2023 at 10:35 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Mr. Gritzinger?
I did.
All right. Awesome. You are in great shape. I hope that you get that whole sinus issue fixed so you can feel better and be ready when they call you to go to work.
Oh yeah, me too. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. You are free to leave. All right. Let's keep going. I have is Mr. Smith still with us? I don't see him. Mr. Smith?
I'm still here. Yes,
Sir,
ma'am.
turn on your camera. You done got passed up a couple of times.
I
All
did.
right.
I've been watching the whole thing.
I know, but I
Gotta
don't
get
see
dressed.
you. So when
I
I
had to
don't
get
see
dressed.
you, I don't know that you're on. If I don't see
Okay.
you. All right. But you here now. Let's do it. I have case
do
number 2C13483. Mr. Smith, state your full name for the record.
John Smith.
All right, Mr. Smith, how are you doing?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed today.
Yes, you are, sir. Tell me what you blessed about today. Come on.
Yesterday was my daughter's senior penny, so that went real good.
Oh.
And also yesterday is my 60 days sober, so I got to go get me a coin tonight for the meeting. Yes. Yes. It's actually been it's actually been longer than 60 days, but since the program, it's been 60. So that's still a plus for me.
Yes, very good. Go get your coin.
You know I am. You know I am.
Yes, sir. What else is going on?
I'm working. You see my little shirt. I just got dressed. I'm about to actually walk down the street to the little post I'm gonna be at. And actually, I'm just doing the little tablets and phones. And because the grocery store I'm off today, so I'm just doing the tablets and phones today. Maxi.
All right. Okay. So you just do that on the side?
Yeah, I do that on the side. It's actually a real good job. If I can get a lot of people signed up a day, I try to get 10 a day. 10 a day.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Other than that, everything good. Everything's a blessing for me.
All right. Awesome. How'd you feel about being able to participate at your daughter's senior penny?
I felt like, I felt good. I wish I could put some pictures up here so you guys could see, but I don't know how to do all that.
That's okay. I bet you it was lovely.
It was. She was happy. She was real happy. And so yesterday was a senior pinning, and she had an award ceremony the week before that. She got a 4.0 student.
Yes, awesome.
So I'm just getting ready for the graduation June, and that's it. It's gonna be it.
Yes. All
And
right.
next Saturday, we driving to Fair State, me and her mom and her, so she can get, just look at the college, and because that's what she's going to be going, Fair State.
All
That's
right.
it.
Very good. Very good. That is awesome. That's
My
awesome.
boss actually calling her. I'm going to hang him up. Trying to
Okay.
hang
He's
him
gonna,
up.
I thought he was
It's okay.
gonna answer the call. All right. Mr. Smith, are you having any issues, any concerns that you need us to work with you on?
No issues, no concerns. One thing, I want to know what I have to do to get the restricted license, and that's about it.
All right. And so you have Ms. Harris as your case manager. She'll let you know the things that you need to do. You've been with us, it looks like, only since December. And so you're about, what, 3 months in? You've been doing well so far. And so have some conversation with Ms. Harris about what you need to do in order to apply for that restricted license, okay?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right, but you don't want to miss anything that you're supposed to be doing in the program so that you can qualify for it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome, awesome. All right, anything else, Mr. Smith?
No, that's it. This snow, that's the only thing. This snow out here is, oh my God.
Yeah, I know. Just be
I'm about to
careful.
be out here. I got to walk 1.5 miles, but it ain't nothing.
All right,
I got
just make sure you're bundled up.
Got my AirPods too, so I just got these. That's why I keep showing you these. I just got them.
I'm so happy. That's good. That's good, Mr. Smith. All right, Mr. Smith is in compliance. Ms. Harris, is there anything else you need to add for Mr. Smith?
No, Your Honor, that is it. He's in compliance. He's doing well. Thank you.
All right, from any of the other team members, anything else to Mr. Smith?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Smith, on the 60+ days clean. You're working the program. Keep the good work, and congratulations on your orders. I know you're proud. I heard Fair State, great school. Be safe and have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
If I could add, Judge, Mr. Smith, it's good to see you happy. It's good to see you exuberant. Keep up the great work, sir. Congratulations for your daughter.
Thank you so much, too. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Harris, can you place the next date on the record for Mr. Smith?
Yes, Your Honor. His next date would be a face-to-face with me on March the 24th at 10:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Smith?
Yes, I did. March 24th.
Yes, sir. You're in great shape. Be safe out there. Stay warm. And we'll see you next go round. If you need us, don't hesitate to reach out, okay?
I definitely won't.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. I am going to go to Mr. Dakari Rogan. I have case number Z8083121. Mr. Rogan, please state your full name for the record.
Dakari Rogan.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Rogan. How are you?
Good morning, Ms. Holmes. I'm perfectly fine. How are you?
I'm doing very well, sir. Doing very well. All right. You're basically new with us. Tell us what you think so far.
I actually, like I said, I'm just working the program, doing my drop. I'm having a little trouble with the therapy with my insurance because I guess it hasn't kicked in with the Medicaid thing. So I haven't really did the therapist thing yet because it's still showing that I'm under my father's insurance, which I don't know why, because he works at the hospital. He doesn't even have Blue Cross Blue Shield. So just got to get that situated. But other than that, it's been actually going pretty good. Been, like I say, been sober. I've been getting a lot done. I've been getting a lot done. I don't know if you see, I put carpet in my house.
Okay.
I've painted 3-4 houses. Been getting better communication with the mother of my child. We've been getting better. Me and my girlfriend, we're better. Like me and my family members been communicating a little bit more. Me and my mother, my father. It's actually just been great. They're noticing a lot of change in me, a lot of more energy. I got more to talk about. I'm doing other things, getting into other things, going to different classes and things like that. So it's actually been pretty good.
Look at you. Wow, Mr. Rogan, this is working for you, right?
Yes, it is working for me. It's definitely working for me. It's a quite a bit of change, and it's a challenge because coming from the crowd that I was coming from, so it's like I'm just trying to switch it up and to switch things around because I mean it's just gonna be for the better of me.
Yes, sir, absolutely, which is going to impact your child, right?
Definitely, both of them.
All right, awesome,
And my
awesome.
daughter just got her 7th 100% in a row on her spelling test. So kind of
All
happy.
right, yeah. What grade is she in?
She's in the 1st grade. She
Oh,
cheerleads for Einstein Elementary, and they have their first game within a couple. I think it's next week. And on Monday, I actually go read to her class on Monday. So
yes.
I'm actually
All
excited about
right.
that.
All right, very good. Listen, you tell her I said congratulations, and she representing us well. We love it.
I
Yes.
definitely will. She just took we have 2 Yorkies. They just took them to the to Petco to get their haircuts. So I definitely will tell her as soon as she gets back.
Please do. All right. That's awesome. Listen, when you talk about your daughter, that makes you smile. I can feel the energy. And so I want you to continue to work on you so that your daughter will be getting the best Dakari Rogan that will ever exist. How about that?
Yes, I agree with that. I want everybody to get the best of me. This is a side of me my girlfriend hasn't even seen. She doesn't know this side of me. So she doesn't know the waking up and I'm staying to a strict schedule. I have a calendar on my refrigerator. I'm just trying to stay on top of everything and trying to defeat everything that the devil throws at me.
Yes. Yes. What's going on with Chrysler right now?
I returned back to work at the last week of August. I returned back to work right before September. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So
Yeah.
you
So
have returned.
yeah, the committee lady told me she's gonna reach out with me. She doesn't have a specific date, but it will be the last week of August, right before September.
All right. Very good. So wait a minute. You said that you have returned to work already though, right?
Yeah, I work at from 10 to 6. I work at a little plant through the temporary services. They
Okay.
send me to
Okay.
different plants. And during the day, I paint houses for Rondo's Investments Company on East Point and on Kelly Road and 8 Mile. They buy various houses over Detroit. I just go in and paint them the same 2 colors, gray and white. And one of my other friends, he does the floors after I'm done painting.
All right. Very good. Very good. So when you were talking about August, you're saying that Chrysler, they're going to have a committee and they should have a decision by August?
Yes, by the end of August. I actually did a grievance. It's a grievance process. And she said my grievance has been accepted and everything. They just can't bring me back now. They have to let some time go past. And then they just cut the profit sharing check. So they're not trying to give out none of that money to me right now.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Yeah.
Unfortunate. So
That's
unfortunate.
okay.
But
you have
we get
other
a,
skill sets. So that's a wonderful thing.
definitely. And we get another profit sharing check in September. So I get to get that one though. So I'm actually thankful for that.
Yes, sir. All right. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
Just like the question that the last participant had about my license, that's about it. I was just trying to see about my tickets with the civil infractions and things like that, so I could at least get a jump start on that. I know I have a Mothers Against Drunk Driving video to watch, a class to take. I'm going to actually take that class and pay for it. Try to pay for it tomorrow after I have to finish up a house today. Try to pay for it later on today or tomorrow. But other than that, I'm just really just trying to, see where we're at with my license and things like that, so I could at least try to get a jump on that. Because I did go get tags and full coverage insurance on the car that I was driving that I got the tickets in. So that car is fully insured and everything. So I was just trying to see how can I get back, get my name back right so I can, won't be looking over my shoulder and things like that.
Yep, because you shouldn't be driving without a valid license, because if you get caught, that's not gonna be good for me. So Mr. Fikens, the last time he was with us, Ms. Matt did give me a summary, and he had a number of things on here. Have you all been able to look at any of those and talk with the prosecutor?
Yes, Judge. There's a couple things going on. There's a CCW charge, which he pled guilty to, which money is owed of $264. So I don't know that we might be able to take that under the drug treatment court order if the court is willing to.
Have you talked with the prosecutor about whether
Yeah.
or not it can be added?
Yes, this is my brief talk with the prosecutor. There are 4 civil infractions which are over a year old and cannot be, the city's unwilling to negotiate off that. There's one misdemeanor and 2 civil infractions which are pending. They are pending in front of Judge Evans on March 17th. I have not heard yet.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Judge.
No, go ahead.
I have not heard yet, but my expression was that could we dismiss those 3 if he pays, or keeping him payable for the other 4 civil infractions? I've not gotten an answer on that part yet.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Mr. Fikens. Did you get an answer about the CCW charge that he owes the money on? Did you get an answer as to whether or not that could be added to our specialty court order?
Yes, and that can be added, Judge, with this
They
court.
said yes. All right, so Ms. Mack, I am going to have you add case number SP 116-67681 to specialty court. You would zero out the amount owed because he's going to just pay this with his specialty court.
That's correct, Judge. Okay. He would still owe on the civil infractions, assuming I can get those other 3 matters dismissed pursuant to the payment of those civil infractions. I don't need to do this right now, but I just want to let Mr. Rogan know and the court know. I'd be asking that amounts to about $1,000 with some of the penalties and
okay,
interest
so Mr.
rate.
Fikens, let's hash that out real quick. What's the first civil infraction?
SP 127-93561.
All right, that's one that he must pay.
And count 2 of that.
And count 2 must pay. And so what I will do, Ms. Mack, is I'll waive any penalties and any interest. I'll waive that. What's the other civil infraction that he must pay?
SP 136-4556, counts 1 and 2.
All right, so he must pay those as well. And I will again waive any penalties and interest. Any others?
No, Judge, I'm waiting to hear from the state on the other 3 matters.
All right.
That should take care of everything.
That's excellent, Mr. Fikens. So, Mr. Rogan, how
Yes,
quickly
ma'am.
can you get those civil infractions paid off?
I can have them paid off. I say I can have them paid off by the beginning of April.
All right, so Ms. Mack, I don't know what the cost comes to once you back out all of the penalties and interest. It's still a nice sum of money, I think, but it's not going to be as much because I'm waiving some things, but it's still a few $100s.
Thank you. I think whatever help I can get, I thank you so much. Whatever help I can get, I thank you so much.
Right. So this is what I'd like to do. Which cases are scheduled before Judge, I think you said Evans?
Evans.
Yes. It's
Okay.
on the 17th next week.
Which cases?
Yes, Judge, it's SX 4148513, counts 1, 2, and 3.
And what were they scheduled for?
They're scheduled, I don't know what they're scheduled for the 17th. I believe they're arraignment and hearing.
Yes.
All right. Mr. Fikens, you're still waiting to hear back from the prosecutor on those 3 as well?
Yeah, there's a state charge that has to be worked on. That's why I don't have an answer right now. So I would rather, in some way, Judge, if we can bring Mr. Rogan back before the 17th so that we can, so he doesn't have to go there, because I think the offer might be different. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Yes, and so that's what I would like to do. So here's what I want to do. Miss Mack, for the 4 civil infractions that we waived penalties and interest, we're going to give him an adjourn to pay date for all 4 of those matters. We'll make that date. Let's see. You said the beginning of April. I'm
Yes,
going to give it until April 14th, okay?
Beautiful.
So I need you to get those paid, because that's going to let me know you're serious about working things out.
And those are the 4 civil infractions, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, and you can, when you get finished, you can call my clerk and find out how much you owe. She's gonna back out the penalties and the interest on those.
Okay.
And then for the 3 remaining, misdemeanors, I'm going to place those on my docket. I don't know what they're scheduled for today. Mr. Fikens, if they're scheduled for an arraignment, can we do the arraignment and I can put them on my docket to come
Yes,
back?
Judge.
Are they scheduled for arraignment today?
There is 1 misdemeanor that's scheduled for arraignment. The other two are civil infractions, which are following along with the misdemeanor. They're all pending.
All right, so let's arraign him on today on case number SX 414-8513, count 1. Mr. Fikens?
Judge, thank you. On behalf of my client, we would stand mute, waive formal reading, ask this court to enter a not guilty plea, set the matter for a pretrial date as quickly as possible.
All right, very good. I will accept that plea of not guilty, and I am going to schedule this matter for pretrial along with the 2 civil infractions. And that date will be, Ms. Harris, what's going to be his next court date?
Your Honor, in order to have him in, I was gonna with this conversation in mind, I was going to see if you wanted me to schedule him to come in next week on this Thursday, the 16th.
Okay, that works.
Okay.
So we'll put that pretrial and hearing for those 3 matters that I just read into the record for March 16th, 2023. And I'll put those on for, let's put him on for 9 o'clock, Mr. Fikens.
Thank you, Judge.
And then that'll be his hearing date as well. And that should really take care of everything. So, and you still have your specialty court order that you owe fines and costs on, but you'll have time to pay that, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good.
Do I still go to court with Judge Evans on the 17th?
No, we're gonna get it squared away on the 16th, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. And then, Mr. Fikens, have you looked at the SOS to see what's causing his license to be suspended?
I have not. Perhaps Ms. Mack could send myself and Mr. Reed a copy of that SOS.
All right, Ms. Mack, if you would do so, send a copy of the SOS.
Judge, if I might, Mr. Rogan and I talked in the breakout room during the intake, and this is your first drinking and driving, is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Okay, so he doesn't need to go through us for a restricted license. He just needs to pay his unpaid tickets and then go down there and apply for a driver's license.
Okay.
He doesn't need to go through us for a restricted license. His license is probably suspended because of the unpaid civil infraction that we're talking about today. But we can look at the SOS and get a better idea, but he does not need to go to us for a restricted license. This is first drinking and driving case.
All right, awesome. So, Mr. Rogan, thank you, Mr. Reed. You may really want to try to get these things paid before April 14th. I'll keep my April 14th day. But if you get your hands on some money, go pay that. Because if you drive, that's a problem. Can't drive without a valid license.
I got you.
Okay? And if you get tied and you tied to this docket, you are going to go to jail. I don't want that for you. Okay,
Me
so
either.
do what you
And-
can.
All right.
If I could just add a note of warning on that, Judge, because he did pick up these other tickets. They're pending because he was driving. And I just want to let you know, sir, I think the prosecutor might be willing to dismiss these matters, but if not, or if you pick up another ticket, you got to keep in mind, the Secretary of State will suspend you for another year. So it's so important that you do not drive in this period. I cannot emphasize that enough, okay?
All right.
Did you hear that, Mr. Rogan?
Yes, I did hear it.
All right, so let me say it to you a little differently. You are closer than you've ever been to getting a license. Okay? If you go out there and you drive, then you are now going to put yourself on a track that you'll have to wait a whole nother year before you can get a valid driver's license. And I'm gonna send you to jail for breaking the law while we're trying to help you. That's like me sharing my lunch with you because you're hungry, and then you take it and throw it in my face. You know what I'm gonna do? You do that to me, right?
I know exactly what I'm going to do. I know exactly what you're going to do.
There you go. So that's what I'm gonna do to you. If you go out there and you drive and you get another ticket, or you're driving and you get caught, you're gonna go to jail. So now you are closer than you've ever been. So get you a ride, get you a lift, get somebody to help you out, and let them know, listen, I'm on track to get me a license. And if you can get this money for these 4 matters, he can get a license, right, Mr. Fikens?
Yes, Judge.
All right, you can get, there's nothing more I can do other than I've waived the penalties and interest, but you will be able to get a driver's license, and that is awesome. But
Yes,
if you
it
go
is.
out there and
Very
drive, and when you get caught, I don't even say if you get caught, when you get caught, because that's just the way the world goes, you are going to really jack yourself up. All right.
All righty.
All right, so you're in great shape today, and Mr. Fikens I know he'll work very hard with the prosecutors to see what kind of deal he can get, and it'll be a good one, I'm sure, but you've got to do your part, okay?
I'm going to do my part. I don't even want to get behind. I don't want to get behind the wheel. I'm all right.
All right, no driving. Get that money together, okay? This way you're going to find out who your friends are. Come on, get that money together. Tell them you're trying to do the right thing. You're trying to get your life on track. They may have seen you do some foolish stuff, but tell them you're not fooling no more. You're doing the right thing.
I've been finding that out lately since I've been turning down getting high and getting drunk. I've been finding that out a lot. Who my real friends are. I've been finding that out a lot, and I kind of been in the house, or if I'm not at, or if I'm at work, because it seems like I'm not interested in if I'm not getting high or drunk. So
yeah, see, real friends stick by you. All right. All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Fikens and Mr. Reed, for clearing up those things. He is definitely in compliance. We solving problems as we should be doing. And so, Ms. Harris, is there anything else to add as to Mr. Rogan? If not, let's get his next court date. Well, we have his next court date.
Yes, Shannon, no, there is nothing further to add. I think he has been very open with everything going on. We've discussed everything. He'll follow up with me on some matters after this, but nope, we have him on for the 16th at 9 a.m.
All right, very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything else you all want to add?
Just congratulations on a good report. This is your first review. We talked in the breakout room. We reviewed the court's order. You know what you have to do. Don't get overwhelmed. Ask questions. Stay in touch with Ms. Harris. We're here to support you. Good report, sir, and keep up the good work. Thank you.
Keep up the good work, sir. I want to let you know the judge is you're early in the program, and the judge is trying very hard to get your license back. So it doesn't happen all the time. So it's because of your efforts and your attitude. So keep up that great attitude and keep up the good work, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, awesome. Then you are all set to go. Miss Mack, you didn't get that amount. Have you been able to calculate that amount?
I don't have a total amount, but I do have reductions on those 4 that he needs to pay by April 14th. So if he gives me a call, I'll give him the updated amount that he needs to pay for each one.
All right, let's just go ahead and put it on the record. Come on. For the one ending in 3561, what's the amount owed?
$240.
All right, for the one ending in 3562,
$120.
and for the amount ending in 5561,
$130.
and for the amount ending in 5562.
$240.
All right, Mr. Fikes, I know you over there adding. How much is that?
Well, so far it's about $700, Judge. Let's see. The 720.
All right, so he owes us total of 720. I'm sorry.
730. I'm sorry, Judge.
$730. All right, and so listen, you started off with over $1,000. It looks like.
It was.
Yeah, it was over $1,000. It got you down to 730. That's the best I can do. I can't waive anything else. So
Thank
come
you
on,
so much.
I need you to work to get that 730.
You work with me, I'm finna work with you. I'm finna knock that down real quick.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Brogan, I look forward to our continued work together. Have a great weekend. Be safe, make good decisions,
You as
good
well,
food,
Your Honor.
and I'll see you on the 16th, okay?
All righty, and see you on
All
the
right.
16th. Question: Am I in Zoom or am I coming in person?
You're on Zoom unless your case manager calls you and tells you something different.
Okay, cool.
All right?
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you, sir. All right. Miss Mack, do we have a date for Justine Liggins?
Yes, Judge, we do. The
Okay, let
date
me
is
place
March
the case
7th.
number. Hold on, let me
Oh,
place the
sorry.
case number on the record. It's 220-561-8901 for Justine Liggins, who had a face-to-face on today. What would be her return to court date?
Our return to court date would be March 17th, 2023 at 8:45 a.m.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And then I believe that Ms. Kennedy is with a different court. I need to, Mr. Green needs to speak with me, so I'm going to give him a call. And then Mr. Fikens and Mr. Reed. We have 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 matters that are scheduled. No, two matters scheduled for trial. One is scheduled for a review. Mr. Alatabi.
Yes,
That's
Judge.
Ms. Brimmage's case, and she'll be on shortly, Judge, when you're ready.
All right.
The two trials are retained. I see Officer Steiner is in the courtroom. She's on the trial that's the offering to engage. The other trials are parking lot cases, and they both have retained attorneys.
All right. Very good. Very good. Very good. And so Miss Mack will just reach out to Mr. Rosenthal, let him know I have to teach a class from 1 to 2 today at New Judges School. And so I want to make sure that I don't have people. Yes, I'm excited too, Mr. Reed. So
They're gonna bring, someone's gonna bring an apple, Judge. Someone's gonna bring an apple if you're teaching.
I won't be able to eat it until I get these off my teeth.
Oh, that's right. No
Okay.
apples. No
I
apples.
can't eat
Applesauce.
apples. You have to bring me some chocolate. Yeah, so
Judge, I do have, when you talk to Mr. Green, can you ask him about Mr. Nunn? Because he asked me to put Mr. Nunn on the docket for today, so I don't know.
all right,
I don't
I'll
have any
ask
further
about.
information.
Wonderful. And who's seated in the box, Miss Matt?
Miss Cleveland just walked in with this young lady. She's gonna, she's in the courtroom. She's gonna tell you some information. She's going to the podium.
Oh, okay. Yes, Miss Cleveland.
Hello, Your Honor. I apologize for this new matter that was not brought to your attention earlier, but I have a Miss Florence Yukova. She is in our in your courtroom today because she was recommended and placed on the docket at Hamtramck, Your Honor, on January 17th, 2023, by Attorney Herman Griffin. Her case matter is my understanding, I had a long conversation with him yesterday. Her case matter was supposed to be transferred here at that time. However, I have been having a struggle getting in touch with Ms. Yakuma. There has been a lot of conversations that are outside of the conversations that need to be had to interview her, to get her brought in here. And actually, she had remained, I'm going to say, at large, because she has indicated to me certain things that is blocking her from being able to fully participate in the enrollment process. When I spoke to Mr. Herman, her attorney Herman Griffin yesterday, he said at this point she needs to be detained because she's not compliant with the court's orders because she has already taken a plea, and part of her plea was to enter back in January 17, 2023 into our drug treatment court. She has been intermittently contacting me. I'm receiving a lot of statements for her saying that, that Mr. Griffin is not explaining certain things to her. I'm trying to attempt to explain certain things to her and involve her in the process of intake. Mr. Griffin instructed her that she had to appear in this courtroom today to get this matter resolved. And she's been here for, I'm going to say, about 15 or 20 minutes. And would be remiss if I did not say it has been a challenge to get her to abide, to align with the process, to try to get her going. So I asked the security to detain her because that's what Mr. Griffin has requested. I don't have his contact number right now, but I can call him. And she is kind of in this state where she's just out doing things, and
All right, Miss Cleveland, thank you for that information, Miss Cleveland. For now, Officer Lott, she is not free to leave, but I need to get some clarity. If she is a transfer from Hamtramck Court, I need you to reach out to Mr. Morgan because I don't recall. I need that last name again.
Yes, Your Honor. It's Yacoba. It's Yacuba, and the first name is Florence.
Okay, and so get with Mr. Morgan and let's get some clarity. Because if she was supposed to be transferred to us and she's been out there since January, that's a problem for me. I need you offline to indicate to me what the charges are, why she was being transferred from Hamtramck, which specialty court that she was referred to. I think I heard you say that, and then we'll go from there. So if you can get that information for me, and then you all call me so I can figure out what's going on, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll do that right now. Thank you so much.
All right, very good. I need to make a call to Mr. Green. Ms. Kennedy, stay where you are. I need to recess just for a moment, Mr. Reed and Mr. Viking.
Yes, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, let's go back on the record. I have a couple of housekeeping things I need to do. Ms. Kennedy, I need you to join us. Again, I'm gonna start with you. Oh, and you know what? I don't have Ms. Kennedy's case number either. First name is spelled Dejena, Miss Mack.
Yep, I have a case number for her, Judge.
Oh, go right ahead. Read it into the record for me.
Yes, it's 19044400901.
All right, Ms. Kennedy, state your full name.
Dejanay Kennedy.
All right, good morning to you, Ms. Kennedy.
Good morning.
All right, have a couple of concerns that are going on. I am going to adjourn your matter to March 15th, 2023 at 8:35 a.m. You are going to remain at Lake Ridge until further order from this court. There are some things that I need to have done to give me a comfort level because I'm observing some behaviors that really cause me some concern. And so I just want to make sure that we're providing the appropriate services for you. And so I am going to see you on March 15th at 8:35 a.m. And it'll be on Zoom unless we call Mr. Williams and tell him otherwise, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Make sure you're following the rules and doing what you're supposed to do, okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you, Ms. Kennedy. Bye-bye. All right, I also have for Mr. Lawan Nunn, Z8083241. Mr. Nunn, it has been verified that he is not available for good cause shown on today. And so I am going to adjourn his matter to March 15th, 2023, and that will be at 8:45 a.m. by way of Zoom, unless he gets notice otherwise. And then the last matter that I need to call for the other specialty court is for Tierra Harris. Ms. Mack, do you have that number now?
Yes, I do have the case number, Judge.
I'm ready.
It is 21044711301.
All right, Ms. Tierra Harris did appear on Zoom on this morning. She is on our other specialty court docket. Ms. Harris is going to appear in person on March 15th, 2023, and that will be at 8:45 a.m. She will appear in person. All right. And then I am still waiting on a call back from Ms. Cleveland regarding the individual that's in the box. And then I'm also Ms. Brimage, that matter scheduled for 10:45, the probation matter. And then we have those two trials. All right. Anything I need to handle before we go into recess?
No, Judge, not this time, no.
All right. I will be able, let me know when we are ready to go on the record.
Yes, Judge, I believe Attorney Rosenthal is in a breakout room with the post officer on the OTE. I haven't seen anyone else.
All right. Very good. That's a good sign. All right. Thank you all.
Thank you, Judge.
Attorney Rosenthal,
Yes,
good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing well, sir. I was seeing, we have Attorney Gaith here, and I have Officer Sterner. I just, need to address the judge, but I know, you guys are dealing with other things at the moment.
I think we're in a short recess, waiting for everything to get together. I informed the judge that you were in the breakout room with Officer Steiner. And after I
Perfect.
did that, the attorney on the retained on the OTE appeared on the screen. So
Thank you. I thank you for that update. I have to check into 333 briefly, but I'll be back hopefully in like 5 minutes. I did
thank
speak
you.
with the officer and I kind of know what's going on for the most part, but I will be back shortly.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Matt, could we have a breakout room?
Yes, Miss Wilson, can we be placed in a breakout room, please? Thank you, ma'am. About that case.
All right, court is back in session. I am ready on Wasim Alatabi. Are the parties ready? Uh-oh, I can't hear you.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Let me swear in. This is for this case has the interpreter, is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
All right, Ms. Rahal, thank you for raising your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties in today's proceeding, and that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions, so help you God?
Good morning, Your Honor. Samira Rahal. Yes, Samira Rahal, interpreting Arabic for the court, state certified qualified.
Wonderful, thank you. I have case number U63013322. Mr. Alatabi, please state your full name for the record.
اسمك الكامل.
باسم العتابي.
Thank you and good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Ms. Brimich, your appearance, please.
Yes, Jasmine Bridge, on behalf of the probation department.
جاكلين من إدارة المراقبة.
Okay.
Did you say Jacqueline or Jasmine?
I said Jacqueline, yes, Jackie.
No, her name is Jasmine.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna start calling her Jacqueline now, though.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
Ms. Brimich.
Sorry.
What do you have for us today? Gotta get myself together.
Your Honor, Mr. Alatabi was here last week. His case was not assigned to me, but I was able to get documentation. He did complete
Give a second. You gotta give a second for her to interpret.
اتصل في السيد العتابي الجمعة الماضي حضرة القاضي وقدرت وراح تكمل. Yes.
Oh, yes. No.
لا.
Your Honor, he did complete the class at the Stockton Community Justice Center on 2/16/2023.
راح على 2/16/2023.
And he submitted to HIV and STD testing on February 6/2023. We received documentation, no results.
Not results, just that he tested.
Right, documentation, no results.
وراح وعمل فحص الدم اللي طلبنا منه وفرجاني وجاب لي الوثيقة وصل لي إياها.
Ms. Brimich, I need to establish for the record, we received documentation that he tested, right? Not results.
That he tested, no results, right? We didn't
Okay.
get results, just.
ما أخذنا نتيجة، هيدا مش لنا، بس نعرف إنه هو عمل فحص دم من شان الإيدز اللي طلبوا منه.
Yes.
And Your Honor, he has a zero balance. With all of this being said, I'm asking that the case be closed with improvement.
وحضرة القاضي عملي معروف صقر القضية لأنه تم بكل الطلبيات.
Okay.
Yes, نعم.
Any objection from the people or from defense?
No objections, Judge.
ما عارض المدعي العام أبدا.
I have no objection, Your Honor.
ما عارضوا محاميك ومدعي العام وافقوا مع المسؤولية عن المراقبة.
نعم.
Then I am going to close the matter with improvement. I wish you well, Mr. Alatabi. Thank you, Ms. Rahal. Thank you, Ms. Brimich.
لكن رح سكر القضية لأنه تحسن كل شيء وموفق يا سيد العتابي وفي تترك. شكرا.
شكرا جزيلا.
Thank you very much.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye-bye. Are we ready on James Alibri? Are the parties ready? No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Your Honor, I'd have to talk to the city attorney.
You have not talked to the city attorney?
I have not yet.
They have not. I'm not sure when they checked in, Your Honor, but I do have a chat at 10:52 that they showed up. So no, I wouldn't have had a chance to speak with them. I did speak with the other retained counsel that we do have, Your Honor.
Okay, are they on? Let's do
They're-
that case and then you can go in and speak with them.
Absolutely, Your Honor. I think they're in the breakout room. I'm gonna see if the other attorney's ready. He's in breakout room 4. I think some issues with his client getting on, but I'll let him know to come into the court, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. And then Ms. Mack, did they figure out something for Miss Yakuba that's in the box? If you could let them know, 12 o'clock, I need to know what's going on.
Yes, ma'am. I have not received any update on that just yet, but I will keep you informed as I get information.
All right, very good. Thank you.
And you're, oh. Okay.
Are we ready, counsel, on Mr., that would be for Mr. Al Hassan?
Yeah, he should be logged in, Judge. I spoke to him about 5 minutes ago. Said he was logging in. Has he been able to come up?
I don't see him in here unless he's under, Ms. Wilson, have you seen him?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, yeah, tell your client he needs to get on.
Well, I apologize, Judge. 1 second.
Okay. And there is a Kim Sterner. Did someone from the staff check to see who that person is and whether or not they're in the right place?
Your Honor, that's Officer Sterner.
Okay, all right, very good. Thank you.
He should be on in a minute, Judge. Ms. Wilson, has Mr. Hall signed out?
Who did you say, sir?
The Arabic interpreter.
Yes, she did.
Okay, we need her for my client. She was originally here for Mr. Al Hassan.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Wilson, that's Mr. Hassan on the iPhone 11.
And then, Ms. Wilson, can I get a breakout room with Mr. Mahana? Shoot. Hey, how are you? Is everything good with the?
Mr. Gates, he's not connected to audio. I sent him a message, but I'm not sure if there's a language barrier.
Oops, I apologize. Yes, I believe there is a language issue. Let me go ahead and give him a call. Is it just an issue with his audio?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna have him then disconnect and reconnect, see if that maybe it'll fix it.
And then Ms. Wilson, I have it for 4, not 3 though. And we have a resolution on one of our matters with Mr. Mahina and El Libri.
Are the parties ready on anything?
Judge, my client is here, however, he's having audio issues. I've already spoken to Mr. Rosenthal. We're gonna ask for an adjournment in order to submit a deviation. If the court has no objection, I have no objection to proceeding without, with Mr. Hassan present, but
Okay.
without his audio.
So counsel, why haven't you all asked for today is the date scheduled for trial. Why didn't you all ask for a deviation before today's date?
Judge, like I said, I was only retained a few days before the last hearing, so I haven't had a chance to sit down with him. Once I have, I did speak to Mr. Rosenthal on Tuesday. He said he wouldn't have any objections to give us an opportunity just to submit the deviation so that we can just have the opportunity to put out all the facts and see if we can't get at least a reasonable resolution to this case, Judge. So we're asking for just a minimal amount of time on this.
Okay, but here's the problem. My docket is changing, and I don't think it's fair to my colleagues for me to now schedule a trial that may land on somebody else's docket when you all have had the requisite amount of time, if you were going to reach a resolution, to do it before today's hearing. So I just don't think that that's fair. I wouldn't want anybody to do that to me. And so where is Mr. Rosenthal?
I don't know. I believe he may have stepped out of his office.
It's like his office on there, yeah. All right. And Mr. Rosenthal was in agreement with the brief adjournment?
Yes, Judge.
All right, I'm calling case number SP 140-43951 for Ali Al Hassan. Counsel, your appearance, please.
Good morning, Judge. Mazen Gaith on behalf of Mr. Al Hassan, who's also present on Zoom. However, I believe he's having audio issues with his connection.
All right, thank you, counsel, but you can, as an officer of the court, attest to the fact that the individual that appears on the Zoom screen under the name of Ali Al Hassan, that is in fact your client?
That is my client, correct, Judge.
Wonderful. And then Officer Sterner, if you could place your name and badge number on the record.
Officer Kimberly Sterner, Detroit Police, badge 5090.
All right, thank you, and good morning to all of you. Counsel, I'm going to grant the request for an adjournment. I will adjourn this to March. If I could give you all until March 31st, would that be enough time to get things resolved?
As long as we can get a response back to our deviation, I don't have any objections. But I don't know what the timetable is.
Counsel, you're gonna need to, don't wait for a response. You're gonna have to get up and go get it, because I can't keep adjourning this. I won't be able to keep adjourning this, okay?
Understood, Judge.
Of Officer Sterner, does this work for you, March 31st?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so then I'm going to adjourn the matter to March 31st, 2023 at 10:45 a.m. And so counsel, please note in the ROA, no further adjournments. We need to go forward and be ready to proceed. Okay?
Understood. Understood.
All
Your
right,
Honor,
thank
is
Yeah.
this the one, Your Honor?
Did you have
Yes.
Mr. Al Hassan? I'm not certain.
Yes, I believe she was here for my client, Judge.
All right, Ms. Rahal, did you hear that information?
Yes.
The next court date?
You're right, right. عم تقول الجلسة الجاية شهر 3 يوم 31 الساعة 11 إلا ربع.
Okay, Shannon.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, all right, thank you. I'll see you all on the 31st at 10:45 a.m. ready to proceed.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Be safe.
Thank you. You too, thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, are we ready on Mr. Alibri? Bye-bye, Mr. Al Hassan. Bye-bye.
Judge, I believe Mr. Rosenthal said that he had a resolution to that case, but I don't see him on the screen, and I don't see the defense attorney on the screen. They may be in the breakout
You
room.
all have
I don't know.
All right, very good. Thank you, Ms. Cleveland. I have had an opportunity to speak with Mr. I had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Morgan.
Okay.
And it's my understanding that the case for Ms. Yakuba has not been properly transferred to 36th District from Hamtramck. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Have not received any transfer documents, and I was in the process of preparing her for potential transfer. So that's been my involvement in this whole thing.
Okay, and so is she indicating that she does not want to participate in our program?
Well, she's made quite a few statements, and as far as I can tell, she does not want to, she does not appear to want to proceed further today. That's why I had her exit out of the lab this morning, and now she's in your courtroom.
Okay, so then Ms. Cleveland, Mr. Morgan has talked with Attorney Griffin from Hamtramck.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. This is Mr. Morgan now.
Thank you.
1 second, Mr. Morgan.
And are we on the record?
She's talking with.
Oh,
Mr. Morgan.
okay. Absolutely.
All right, so Ms. Cleveland, on Florence Yakuba, she is to report to Hamtramck's court today and ask for Attorney Griffin. He is expecting her. She can go to jail from Hamtramck. She has not been transferred to Detroit. She does not want to help. We want to help people who, she does not want the help. We want to help people who want our help. So she can go back to Hamtramck and she'll go to jail from there. So she is free to leave. Yes. Officer Lott?
Yes, ma'am.
I can't hear you.
She would like to speak to you for a moment, if that's possible, ma'am, because she's indicating that she does want to belong in the program.
No, I'm gonna just have her go on back to Hamtramck. No. Listen, I take transfer cases all the time. And I don't mind taking transfer cases. I want to help everybody. But let me tell you, when we needed to transfer a case, people are not as willing to take our transfer cases. The one time we needed to transfer a case. What I will not do to our case managers who work hard, who do more than the 9 to 5, who put up with me when I have to call them on the weekends and all of those things, what I will not do is subject them to individuals who do not want to be serviced. I'm not going to do it. Not when they're a transfer case. Let their judge deal with them. She can go back to Hamtramck. I'm done with it. Bye-bye. I'm ready on my next case. Are we ready on James Delibri?
Yes, Your Honor, we are. I did
Yes,
speak with
please.
Officer Clark. He couldn't be with us, unfortunately, Your Honor, for many reasons, good reasons, but we do have a resolution.
All right, very good. I'm going to have you all start. Call the case. Well, I'm not going to call the case. I'll have you all place your appearance on the record and then give me the case numbers, the matters that your client, that the defendant will be pleading guilty to. For the people,
Yes, and good morning, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court, Matthew Rosenthal for the people. So at this moment, Your Honor.
wait a minute, let me have defense counsel place his appearance on the record. Go right ahead.
Good morning, Your Honor. Najad Mihan appearing on behalf of Mr. Alibri, P59371.
All right, thank you. And then Mr. Alibri, your name.
Hi, good morning, James Alibri, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning to all of you. All right, Mr. Rosenthal, give me the case numbers that he's going to plead guilty to and if they're going to be pled down.
Yes, absolutely, Your Honor. So at this moment, he is in compliance. I talked with Officer Clark. He couldn't be with us, but it will be dismissals, Your Honor, for the reason that he was issuing these tickets to get them in compliance. We've been working with Mr. Mahina and Alibri very in depth, and last time we couldn't proceed with the dismissals because Mr. Clark had family emergency, which he's still tending to personal matters in his life, Your Honor, as well as occupational. So we will be moving to dismiss these, but Investigator Clark wanted me to just, I guess, elaborate that, just stay in compliance, make sure the things you guys done to get here stays up, because he will, he is an investigator, inspector, and he will be back to make sure compliance is being done. But they're in compliance as of now, Your Honor.
All right, so all of the matters are going to be dismissed without prejudice.
This is correct, Your Honor. They're in compliance.
Right. Let me place them. Very good. And I'm glad to hear compliance is what I want to hear.
Yes, absolutely, Your Honor.
All right, so I am dismissing without prejudice the following matters: V501-35122, V501-35222, V501-35322, V501-35422, V501-35522, V501-35622, V501-35722, V501-35822, V501-35922, V501-36022, V501-36122, V501-36222, V501-36422, V501-36522, V501-52222, V501-52322, and V501-36322. All of those matters are being dismissed without prejudice. Anything else for my consideration?
No, Your Honor, sorry to bother you to read all those numbers, but there's a lot of numbers.
That's okay. I just want to make a record in case there's ever some confusion. You can go back to the record.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a great weekend, everybody, and be safe. Thank you.
All right, you all do the
Thank
same.
you, Your Honor.
All right, I think that I have covered everybody that is on the docket. Did I miss anyone?
No, everything's been addressed, Judge.
Awesome. Nobody's lingering in the courtroom that needs to be addressed. Is that correct?
Officer Lot is lingering, but no.
No.
I'm still wondering. Now, if you can address that issue, I can get out of here too.
Yeah.
And then, Your Honor, if I just may ask a brief question, what did we do with Mr. Al Hassan Ali with the attorney Gaith? Are we just giving them a date for the deviation, Your Honor?
Right, and that really should have been worked out for today. So, but it'll be
absolutely
31st, 2023 at 10:45, and I told him no more adjournments.
Absolutely, Your Honor. And the only reason I was going to ask and entertain it just because he was appointed, his first hearing was with us. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Anything else?
No, Judge. No, Judge.
All right, we are in great shape. Thank you all for working with me. That means I can breathe a second before I go teach my little class. I'm excited about that. And then we will be back at it bright and early on Monday morning. As you all know, we are on standby we're specialty court, anything can happen. And so, just make sure you're on call and available.
Yes, Judge.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Okay.
Have a wonderful week and everyone stay safe.
All right,
Thank
everybody.
you.
stay
Do the same.
Thank
Have a
you.
good weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Judge, can you call me Judge?
No, I'm just kidding. I'll call you.
Okay.
Bye.